Good evening and welcome to a brand new episode of Bahrain Now. We have some amazing and exciting guests joining us today that you definitely won't want to miss out on. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Kingdom Pro Wrestling is the Bahrain's first ever wrestling scene and upcoming promotion founded back in 2017. So ladies and gentlemen, we are here with some great members of KPW, so please introduce yourselves.
My name is Mohammed Zabari, but in KPW and wrestling in general, I go by the Great Zabari.
The Great Zabari. I love that. I love the t-shirt. Look at that, the Great Zabari. Sir.
My name's Glenn Holbrook, and I'm KPW's head trainer.
Amazing, amazing.
My name is Karnatux. I also go by the Jack of all trades and the Black Sheep.
The Black Sheep.
Yeah.
It shows.
Yeah, thank you. If it wasn't obvious enough.
So, KPW, why? What happened? How did that spark? How did that initiate it?
How did it start?
Yeah.
Well, let's just say one magical voice note
Voice note.
started it all.
Okay, magical.
A bunch of friends, wrestling fans,
Right.
who wanted to be professional wrestlers.
All right.
And I was trained in the US. I
Okay.
was trained under Jay Lethal.
Wow.
And everyone just started getting together, thought about having professional wrestling shows in Bahrain, because it's never been done here before.
Right.
And KPW was born.
Amazing, amazing. So it's not what we think as Olympic wrestling. We're talking about like wrestling, you know, what do you call this? Is it like a genre for it?
We call it professional.
Professional wrestling.
Yes.
Amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So now KPW just took place and it's been happening. So far, how is everything going with KPW?
Everything has been going great. Of course, we had the Mercado show last
Right.
year in January, where over like 500, 600 people came and attended
Amazing.
from all over the region
Right.
to come witness Bahrain's best pro wrestling.
We were there. It was like history in the making. The energy was there. It was such a great event, I would say, and all that. So, Mr. Glenn, you know, you've been, let's say, coaching these wrestlers. So, what do you think of the scene so far here?
Well, what impressed me with the Bahraini wrestlers, when I got here, I contacted KPW and talked to the guys. In fact, I met Zabari first.
All right.
And Great is the correct name. He's turning out to be a
Wow.
really good wrestler. But when I got to meet everybody, what I found was a group of guys who work really hard.
All right.
And if you're going to be a professional wrestler, you're going to work hard or you're not going to make it. And two, they're all very creative and just smart on how they create their characters. And I was like, okay, this is a creative bunch of guys who train their tails off. This is going to be fun for me.
Right.
So to be honest, I'd been away from wrestling for a little bit. You know,
Okay.
I started in 1984.
Wow.
So been around a little while.
Definitely.
And we went to the gym, and the first night it was like, okay, let me see what they can do. And it wasn't even what they can do, it's how hard they worked. And I was like, all right,
Okay.
I got a deal for you guys. I'll train you to wrestle, you guys help me get back in shape.
Amazing.
So that's what we're working on right now.
You and I together, I guess.
Come on down.
Let's go. Let's go. Coronex. Oh, am I saying it right?
It's Karnatux.
Karnatux.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Not necessarily anything in particular. It's just a name.
Amazing. What I loved about KPW, like every person has his own persona,
Yeah.
own character. So how do you develop these characters in professional wrestling?
For my character, it actually comes from a deep place, something that has happened to me before. So, for example, this black fur is symbolic.
Okay.
There's a little story behind it, if you don't mind me telling
Please,
it.
please, we would love to.
So basically, before KPW was a thing, if you'd wanted to wrestle, you had to go abroad, be it the US, Japan, Mexico. And that was always the plan for me. My whole plan was that I would finish up my education, I would go get a job, get enough money to be able to travel and train to wrestle.
Wow, you're pretty passionate about that, huh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So the opportunity came, KPW became a thing, and suddenly, but the thing is, the pool of talent in Bahrain is incredible. Like, it was surprisingly incredible. It was too good.
Okay. Okay.
Almost too good that at some point little college boy me felt kind of out of place.
Wow.
So as the saying goes, a black sheep, a black sheep in the flock. So that only motivated me to work harder and help establish who I am and help make KPW what it is.
So there's a lot going on. There's a lot into it. You know, it's not like you just choose a name and an attitude. It actually comes from a really deep place.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of people kept saying to me that you feel like the Bahraini Hulk Hogan. What do you say about that?
It's an absolute honor to compare me to such a legend, the
All right.
Bahraini Hulk
All right.
Hogan. He embodies the spirit of the US. I embody the spirit of the Kingdom of Bahrain.
All right. All right.
But I'm not gonna rip my shirt like him.
Okay. So tell us about the other characters or other members of KPW and the names that we have, because it's not only you both, but there's a lot going on.
We got a bunch of unique characters. We have Madrix the Entertainer.
Yes.
We have Hamid the Lion,
Okay.
my enemy. We have the Beast of Destruction, Jabbar.
Jabbar, oh man, that guy is something else.
He's scary.
A bit, yeah, a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
With his Sarwan and funny, yeah, I saw that.
That character Jabbar, he embodies, and this is like, it shows you that KPW is all Bahraini talent.
Okay.
It's supposed to be professional wrestling that's catered to the Bahraini audience.
Right.
Because we have like Bahraini influence characters, Bahraini personalities. It's the whole roster, they're all fully Bahraini.
Amazing, amazing. So let me just go back to Mr. Glenn. With you seeing all of this, so how do you feel about what's going to happen for the future of KPW in Bahrain?
Well, I think KPW has a future in professional wrestling.
Right.
Like I said, we have this unique group of guys who are just so creative and so talented. There's no way this is not going to work.
Amazing.
And the great thing about being a promotion here for Bahrain, it's just like when I grew up, wrestling was in territories. So
Right.
I'm from the state of Georgia.
Okay.
We had our own wrestling. And the unique thing about professional wrestling as it compares to other forms of entertainment is if you went to a football game, you couldn't get down on the field. If you went to a concert, you couldn't get on the stage.
Okay.
But when you go see professional wrestling live, you're right there
Right.
at the ring. You're just
Exactly.
a couple of feet. You could reach out and touch the stars.
Totally. The energy's there.
And so it's a whole different energy for a pro wrestling show than it is other forms of entertainment. And much like me when I was young, my heroes were all locals from Georgia. There was a Marietta fireman by the name of Bob Armstrong.
Okay.
There was a mysterious Mr. Wrestling #2 who was also from Georgia.
Okay.
You know, Tommy Rich, he was from Tennessee, but he had moved to Georgia, so we claimed him, you know.
All right.
And so we had all these stars we could just reach out and touch, and they were locals to us.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
what I see for KPW is this is the opportunity for the kids here to have local heroes that they can reach out and see, that they can come and touch in person. I mean, it's just,
Not now, not this time, not Rona.
yeah, Corona's going to slow it down a little bit, but that's where it's headed.
Beautiful.
It's going to work.
Beautiful.
This thing is going to take off.
Now, he caught my attention. He said he has an enemy.
Yeah, Hamid the Lion.
Hamid the Lion's your enemy.
Yes.
So we have some things like, feuds going on in
he
KPW?
he beat me last year.
He did.
He did. In front of my family, in front of my friends, I lost. The first Bahraini professional wrestler lost in front of all these people.
So why did you lose to Hamid the Lion? Wow.
Maybe I didn't work too hard. Maybe I need more opportunities. And then maybe one day I won't let all you people down.
Okay, wow. Yes, sir. You won't let us down, definitely. Okay, what about you? Who's your enemy in the circle of KPW?
Oh God.
Oh, a lot? Everybody?
Kinda.
What did you do?
The main guy is Madrix. The thing basically between me and him is the first match we had, very good match.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, but it was not such a good start for Madrix. That's all I'm gonna say. And then since that match, he could not get any other wins. I kind of showed off a little bit because I was his first match, and me
Okay.
beating him was the
Okay.
start of his downward spiral, basically. And well, he came back, and you know what happened to Mercado.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
There was only one guy crying, and it wasn't him. That's all I'm saying.
Trust me, he was crying.
It's all over the news.
It's all over the news.
So when we saw the show, it wasn't only professional wrestling. It was like speed. It was athleticism. We saw a lot of performance, or calisthenics. We saw like martial arts going on over there. So is that really part of professional wrestling? Or you guys had your own flavor to it?
In professional wrestling, there are different styles you have, and when someone like adapts their unique skills into it, like Maddox the Entertainer, he trains in calisthenics,
Okay.
so he's very acrobatic. Hamid the Lion, he's a power lifter, so he's very strong. Jabbar, he's a crazy man. That's why he's crazy.
Yeah. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Let's just say professional wrestling and the spirit of Bahrain is what runs through my veins.
Oh God.
And that's
Yes.
what's fighting the good fight.
You sound like a superhero, that's for sure. The great Zabari.
I'm supposed to be a superhero. I guess. Ask the people. Am I a superhero? Ask the people online.
We put a poll for that, definitely. It's gonna go online and gonna go everywhere. We're gonna make sure we're gonna ask people. Definitely. That's gonna happen.
That's cool.
What do you categorize yourself as your style?
Part of the story that I already mentioned of
Yes.
the Black Sheep was the fact that, as you mentioned, there is a huge variety of styles.
Right.
As Zabari mentioned, you have Maddox who does calisthenics, you have guys who do MMA, you have power lifters.
Okay.
And then at the start, I found myself kind of lacking in comparison to them. So with that motivation in mind, I did my absolute best. And that's where the other nickname comes, the Jack of all trades. I can
Okay.
do almost every single style of wrestling. Just watch any of my matches.
Okay.
Yeah.
We definitely will. Now, as we have characters, we have members, we have stories that have been told in KPW. Now, you say professional wrestling, but entertainment is a huge part of it as well, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so basically in professional wrestling, we put our bodies in the line for the sake of the audience's entertainment. It's not everybody can do this.
All right.
It's one of the things that it takes a lot of training, takes a lot of patience, a lot of discipline, so that we can go and execute it. Because when you go inside and I go face someone like Karnatox, face someone like Jabbar or Madrix, we both put our bodies on the line for the sake of entertainment. Because see, we're in a country like Bahrain.
Right.
What I love about Bahrain is that we have this youth movement
Right.
where so many so many figures in Bahrain are very vocal and pushing Bahraini talent.
Right.
You have your MMA, you have your Formula One,
Right.
you have your music, you have all these people that can come and express themselves in the best way possible. KPW is when a group of people who want to express themselves in the theatrics of professional wrestling.
Okay. Amazing.
Because let me just tell you this, it's been a lifelong dream of mine since I was 3 or 2 years old to become a professional wrestler. It's super surreal to do this, not just in any ring, in front of my own people.
Amazing. Amazing. Mr. Glenn, you've been doing this for such a long time. You're like a veteran in this field, I would say. So what is your take into the fact of having entertainment like infused with wrestling and professional wrestling?
Well, absolutely. I think it's gone. The business has changed a lot since I became involved. I started watching wrestling in 1970.
Okay.
I
Wow.
went to my first big show in 1973 in a building called the Omni in Atlanta. It was sold out, 18,000 people.
Amazing. Wow.
It was just, and once I saw that energy in person, I was hooked. But
Okay.
what I've noticed is wrestlers have gotten more athletic because when I started wrestling, most professional wrestlers had a wrestling background.
Okay.
They had done amateur wrestling, they had done collegiate wrestling, they'd done Olympic wrestling to some degree or another. And now we've got such a wide variety of athletes. We've got the MMA guys, you've got the capoeira guys, you've got the guys who did we call it the high flying martial arts tournaments they have in the States where they do the katas and everything. In the demo teams. Then you've
Okay.
got the power lifters and these strong guys that can just,
Right.
I mean, do some amazing things. Unfortunately, they can lift you to amazing heights and you have to come down. But so we started getting athletes from much more a variety of backgrounds, and I think that changed professional wrestling into a more exciting product
Okay.
than it was when
Okay.
I first started watching and when I first started wrestling myself.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So Karnatox, this time I got it right?
Yeah, this time is
So
right.
when you go in, do you have it in your mind or your mindset that I have to be entertaining or I have to be professional?
I think it's gotten to the point right now where it's kind of second nature.
Second nature.
This character kind of embodies you. It takes over your body, and it basically does all the work for you.
Okay.
There's nothing, there isn't really a switch that you turn on and off. It just happens.
Okay.
You become, in my case, black sheep.
All right.
And I don't really have to think about what I'm doing, it just happens.
Okay. Okay. Amazing. I mean, I can talk about this forever, but I guess, pretty much reaching to the end of the conversation and the meetup. Before we leave, I would like to see the great Zubari giving me a great Zubari talk right now.
Great Zubari talk.
Yes.
Great Zubari talk.
Yes.
Okay. Great Zubari talk.
What would he say right now to his enemy, to his fans, to the people you want to live up to, and the people you want to support, your fans?
What do I want to say? What do I want to say?
Yes, the great Zubari. What does he have to say here on Bahrain TV?
Bahrain TV.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Let's hear it.
To all the people in Bahrain watching at home, let me just assure you that Bahrain is going to have the best professional wrestling in the whole entire region. People like me, the great Zubari, the first Bahraini pro wrestler. Why do I call myself the great Zubari? I'm not the great Zubari, Bestidi. No, I'm the great Zubari because I embody the spirit of every single Bahraini ever. When the great Zubari wins, Bahrain wins.
Amazing, amazing. Zubari for Parliament. That's it. I'm gonna vote for you. That's for sure. I love that. I love that. Well, great Zubari. That was great. Thank you very much, Mr. Glenn. What do you have to say?
Well, what I would like to do is just remind the people, when you see the logo of KPW, you're going to get an opportunity to see well-trained, excellent professional wrestlers who are creative, who work their tails off. They're coming to entertain you. So come out and support them. It's going to be a good time.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Glenn. All right. Oh, you're in character right now. You're in character right now.
You disconnected me. Okay.
Mine's easy. I don't have a character.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. Karna Tux, what you got to say?
I don't really have to say much, but all I'm going to say is brace yourselves. We'll be back soon.
Oh wow, the energy is real here. All right, so now with all that beautiful talks taking place right here with the KPW, how can we reach you?
Well, you can reach us on Instagram, YouTube, at kpw.bh, KPW space BH on YouTube. You can watch all our wrestling matches. You can get the latest updates, and hopefully soon we'll have a big show right for you people.
Amazing, amazing. We just can't wait to have another KPW live event taking place right here in Bahrain. Any last words before we just end this?
We are Kingdom Pro Wrestling. We're here to stay. We're here to bring the best pro wrestling ever. Watch us.
All right, all right. Thank you very much for being right here on Bahrain Now. Pleasure and an honor.
Thank you very much, Barat.
Thank you.
See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen it. The energy is real. All that happening with KPW. Do support them for more things coming up. Don't go away right here on Bahrain Now. Ladies and gentlemen, Bahrain-based record label Outlaw Productions announced 2 of its artists getting featured soon on the new season of the Netflix original Fast and Furious Spy Races Sahara, an animated series based on the Fast and Furious films. 2 original songs, one by the Kuwaiti hip-hop and R&B artist Daffy, and one by the Bahraini hip-hop artist Flipperachi, were created for the show. Now, for more about what's happening with the excitement of the news, we're gonna go to Flipperachi, Bahrain's finest. Flip, how are you?
Hello, Barat. How you doing, man?
Oh, good, man. What about yourself?
All good, all good.
Amazing, man, amazing. So tell
All
us
good.
more about the collaboration and how it started.
Well, we had a contact from a producer named Ali D.
Okay.
They told us that they wanted like 4 singles, 2 from each. It was a nice project because we never thought that this would be this big at first, but then we realized that this is for the franchise of Fast and Furious. And it's an honor to be at these type of projects, and it's nice looking at yourself uh, uh, in a project like this. So we did two songs, and they picked one for each, and they just distributed in the whole the whole show, like specific episodes.
Amazing, amazing. That was beautiful. So, what was the experience like?
Uh, well, I had to come out of my norm, or maybe
Mm,
go back to my old self and really do the English rap.
mm.
Actually, no, they wanted the Arabic rap, but in that English vibe,
Oh,
that so like my old vibe that I used to vibe on. And when you hear the songs, it has like a very the beat is very urban,
mm,
but the words are all Arabic. So
right.
and especially Bahraini. So it was a nice mix. Actually, I'm hearing them more than I thought I would be, because whenever I do a project, I don't hear it much. But this, I can hear it more than I thought that I would hear. But Alhamdulillah, it was a nice experience. I really enjoyed it. Plus, it was in the Corona time,
Right.
so it removed me out of my dull vibe.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. So, with that being said, where can we find the songs?
Actually, the songs are only in the episodes. Daffy's in, I think, episode 2, and
Okay.
I'm at episode 7 or something like that. And these songs are just like exclusively for the show, and you can't find them anywhere but
Oh,
the show.
okay, okay. So, with the experience and how it started, can you tell me how is it like to be working with such a franchise like Fast and the Furious?
Well, like I said, it's something great. I've never thought I would be doing something for Fast and Furious yet,
Mm,
especially a guy from Bahrain doing something for the franchise that we used to watch from Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4. We watched all these franchises, and then to be a part of it is something like, whoa, mind blowing. Is this for real? Even though it's on the Netflix kids show, but to be on a franchise that big, it means a lot to us, and to all Bahrainis. I hope I made everyone proud.
oh, you definitely did, definitely. Now, we all know Flipperachi and his beautiful freestyle. Can you perform just a little bit?
You want a little bit from the songs, or you want a little bit
Well,
from any?
whatever you feel like putting, something from the song would be great as well.
Um, okay, let me see if I can recall any of the. Okay, yeah, I kind of forgot
Okay,
because it's
yeah,
with the beat. The beat just changes everything, so
I
I can get
understand.
something in. Right?
Well, can you freestyle? Maybe something on the go right now on Bahrain TV?
Yeah, why not? Why
Let's
not?
go.
You go like flipper Che, louder than the lions roar. I leave footprints like a dinosaur. Roxy hip hop chose the kid. The kid got talent. You see, nobody can do this anymore. I'm on a triple double with a highest score. Any question you got, I got an answer for. Every time I do shows on stage, I bring that fire. See everybody rushing through the fire door. Run, run. Wait, homie, you got nothing to do now. You want to hate, homie? I'm still Bahrain's fine. I still say nobody told me. The Middle East, we're waiting for Liberace only.
Oh wow, man! Oh, that was lit. That was hot. On top of your
Thanks,
head,
man.
just like
Thanks.
that. Freestyle, man. That's a talent. You always been a
Yeah,
great talent and always be the pride of Bahrain. Bahrain's finest. Truly, you are.
thank you. I
So,
really appreciate it.
no, we appreciate you and your amazing talent, your hard work, reaching all the way to the Fast and the Furious. Now, is there anything else you would like to add?
Nothing in specific. I hope that everyone that is watching to know that success doesn't come in a night or in a day. You need to actually work. You need to actually step up your game. You need to actually
Mm,
be there.
mm,
You have to be present, because if you're not present, you're not there. Then you won't be shown to the people. So instead
mm,
of doing anything or any talent in the mirror for yourself, showcase it outside. You never know where it might hit. and win.
Beautiful words by the one and only Bahrain's finest, Flip Arachi. Thank you so much for the insightful talks and for the performance. The pride of Bahrain, making it all the way to the Fast and Furious. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode as much as we did. Don't forget to further contact us on the social media accounts shown below. I'm your host, Bara Abdullah, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye and God bless.